Today, I'll be discussing Governor General Leonard Wood's tenure and its impact on the Filipino struggle for independence. His leadership, marked by abuses of power and disregard for Filipino autonomy, became a turning point in the push for sovereignty. The Philippines was under American colonial rule from 1898 to 1946. The Jones Law of 1916 promised eventual self-governance, giving Filipinos hope. But these hopes were dashed during Leonard Wood's term from 1921 to 1927, when his policies intensified the conflict between Filipino leaders and the American colonial government. Leonard Wood's appointment. Wood, appointed by U.S. President Warren G. Harding, brought a militaristic approach to governance. His refusal to cooperate with Filipino officials and his authoritarian tendencies frustrated the push for greater self-rule. His appointment was seen as a step back from the progress made towards autonomy. Abuse of power and violation of the Organic Act. Wood's leadership blatantly disregarded the Philippine Organic Act, the country's constitutional framework under American rule. In 1923, he issued Executive Order No. 37, dissolving the Board of Control, which had overseen state-owned enterprises. This stripped the legislature of oversight powers. He frequently vetoed laws passed by the Filipino legislature, not for legal reasons but simply because he disagreed with them. He even revived outdated budget items after rejecting current ones, overriding legislative authority. These actions shattered Filipino trust in the colonial government. The breakdown of Filipinization. The Filipinization policy aimed to increase Filipino representation in the government, but Wood ignored this, appointing Americans to key roles even when qualified Filipinos were available. He relied on military advisors called the Khaki Cabinet instead of local officials. This made the colonial government feel more like a military regime, further alienating Filipino leaders. The Ray Conley case and cabinet crisis of 1923. The Ray Conley scandal escalated tensions. Conley, a police officer accused of bribery, was acquitted by a board selected by Wood despite clear evidence of misconduct. When Filipino officials demanded a reinvestigation, Wood refused. In response, all Filipino cabinet members resigned in protest, creating the cabinet crisis of 1923. This mass resignation was a powerful statement against Wood's oppressive rule and highlighted the complete breakdown of trust. Social divisions and economic policies. Beyond politics, Wood's policies deepened social divides. His handling of Mindanao increased tensions between Christian and Muslim Filipinos. He tried to privatize state enterprises and even shut down the Philippine National Bank, fueling fears that American businesses would exploit the country's resources. These policies only strengthened nationalist feeling and intensified the demand for true independence. The Commission on Independence, 1926. Filipino leaders, fed up with Wood's abuses, formally documented their grievances in the 1926 Commission on Independence. They presented this report to both American and Filipino audiences, raising global awareness about the struggle for Philippine sovereignty. This helped rally more support for independence. In conclusion, Leonard Wood's leadership, though harsh, became a catalyst for unity in the independence movement. His oppressive actions made it clear that freedom wouldn't be granted. It had to be fought for. The hardships under Wood strengthened Filipino resolve, marking a crucial chapter in their long journey towards self-rule. Bye-bye!